Hi everyone, I'm Coral. Welcome back to my channel. I guess I need to start this out by saying that it is even just a privilege in itself that I can come on social media and talk about this without literally being affected in any way by it. I'm really not part of any minority group. I am straight, I am white, I am cisgendered. Besides being a woman and like maybe some of my religious or I guess like non-religious issues. I mean, I'm an atheist, so like sometimes that, people judge me for that. But that's not something that they know when they see me. I've literally never, ever, 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 ever in my life been judged because of the color of my skin. And that is a privilege, and none of you can say that it's not. So I'm coming here, I need to say some stuff, and I'm coming from a place of privilege that it's even just stuff I have to say and not stuff I have to live every day. But I guess my point is that I have not been vocal on this channel. I've been very vocal on my own personal social media, but I don't think any of you guys, I mean, you don't see that. I haven't really talked about it on Twitter. I'm not super involved on Twitter. I'm not super involved on Instagram anymore. So like this is my public platform. And part of the reason I haven't been talking about this on here is because when stuff like this happens, there is sort of a bandwagon of non-people of color getting on here, and I mean, maybe they have the right intentions in their heart, but it definitely comes off as performative, and that is not something I ever want to do. I don't want to potentially overshadow people who are living this experience in their everyday life. Like I just can't even begin to understand what they're going through. So it would really be upsetting if by making this video somebody doesn't go out and then watch a video from somebody who lives that perspective every day. I don't want to be somebody who is gaining subscribers, is getting likes on this video, because it would literally be off of the back of a dead black man. Man, I don't even know what to say here. The deaths of George Floyd, of Ahmaud Arbery, of Breonna Taylor, of Jamar Clark, of Trayvon Martin, of Tamir Rice, of recently Rayshard Brooks, of Twain Salau. Like, I could literally go on and on and on and on and on forever just listing names of people that our society could not give a shit about and that caused their deaths. And I don't want to be somebody who is getting attention from that, because that is so shitty. I've been using my money recently to support, the movements that I can, the Community Bail Fund, Black business owners in Minneapolis. I've been giving money to people I know who are in Minneapolis, who are going there with clothing and food donations, helping with first aid for the protesters who are getting their eyeballs exploded in their fucking heads because police will just shoot rubber bullets at their skulls. I know somebody who lives in Minneapolis, and her neighbor is in the hospital right now because the police shot him. He was just sitting in front of his apartment building and they shot him in the skull, and he has a fractured skull now. But that's not exactly what this is about. I'm still learning though. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to best help the Black members in our society, in our community. And I'm not the best at it. I really don't know at times if the things that I'm doing are more harmful than helpful. And I need to ask for help a lot. I don't know. And like, you know, at the other end of it, why should black people be responsible for white people not knowing how the fuck to treat them? You know what I mean? It's just such a, it's rough. It's such a stupid fucking thing that our society is even that we've come so far with this hatred and this discrimination that we even need to worry about this problem. But I've decided, basically, the reason I decided to make this video is because I know I can't stay silent about it anymore. Black lives matter, and they've always mattered, and they will continue to matter 3 months from now, and hopefully that all of us out there, the protesters, the people who are making videos like this, we better not lose steam. We can't let this just peter out. Yeah, we do have to support black businesses. We have to support black restaurants right now. We have to support black authors. But those same people also need to be supported 6 months from now. We can't let the people in this country forget that, because they will want to, because it is hard to do this and it hurts. Sometimes the learning can be embarrassing, but we shouldn't be embarrassed to learn, because learning is good, and if it makes you a better person, you should want to learn. I'm still learning. I was looking at my bookshelves, and I mean, since we're on BookTube, that's what a lot of this is about, is that I don't read enough black authors. Yeah, I will buy their books because I have every intention of reading them, but intention doesn't mean shit if you don't act on that intention. So I buy books by black authors, and like I said, there's no ill intent, but I absolutely don't make the effort to get to them in a timely manner. And I could make up excuses for that. Like, I have hundreds of books that I own that I haven't read. But, I mean, I need to put my money where my mouth is, and I need to start reading more books by black authors. But I'm here. I'm telling you guys that I'm making this effort. I want to be held accountable for my words. I want my actions to reflect that. And it's so much more easy to be accountable for things if people know that you're trying to do this, you know. If I'm being a shitty person, I want somebody to call me out on it. I don't ever want this to be a platform that could cause or harbor harm. I will not tolerate subscribers who think that their white nonsense is more important than the lives of black and brown people. I will not tolerate people who act like talking about the Black Lives Matter movement is political. It's not political. It is. If it's political, it's because white people have politicized the color of black people's skin so that we can get away with discrimination. Like, skin color is not political, and it should never be political. It's not political. I will always try to be open. Like I said, if I mess up, I know it's hard and uncomfortable, and it's embarrassing sometimes to be called out on, you know, not being very PC. Also, I hate when people act like being PC is a bad thing. I mean, why would you not want to try to be a less harmful person, a person that more people can feel comfortable around? But I'm open to having to change my actions. I know that in my past there are things that I have said that are definitely problematic. There are ideas that I've had that are problematic, and I know that in the future, I mean, I will definitely come across the same thing, because I don't know anything, because I'm not part of a marginalized community at all. I don't know how they feel. I can't read their minds. So I'm always open to trying to be a better person. I think that we all should be. What kind of a world is this if people are so, you know, self-centered that they can't even change one fucking word in their vocabulary to make themselves a better human all around? So many people have that mindset. It's really upsetting. I'm still learning, and I am going to make sure that with my actions I show that black lives still matter in 6 months, they still matter in 8 months, they still matter 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Hopefully we won't be dealing with these kind of problems, but I mean, our country is steeped in systematic racism. I want you all to hold me accountable, because I will be holding you guys accountable. For those of you who are stepping up and saying that they think that Black Lives Matter, I'm going to be watching your videos, and I'm going to be seeing if your money is where your mouth is. We just can't let this pass. We can't just once again let our fellow humans, our black and brown friends, we can't just let them be disappointed. We can't let this get swept under the rug, and we have to keep caring forever. We all need to do better. I'm trying to do better. Yeah. You should probably go watch a black content creator and see what they have to say about this too. That's all. See you guys.